Second map getting underway here. It has been a wild turn of events so far. A wacky kickoff to this series. Movistar Riders with the coach. You'd think that's where it would end, but the sentence continues. Win, nuke. And that was forZe's map pick. So, yeah, just when you thought the madness couldn't get any madder, it just keeps on going. And now we move on to Overpass, a decent enough map for forZe, but Movistar Riders really fancying their chances here. And yeah, this could be a tale to tell if they end up winning this game in a 2-0 fashion.
Well, gokushima, I'll take first fights there. We'll just take a tag. It's just the first to fall. Already. An opening kill now. A little bit of space to work with. If you are the likes of forZe. Now, for gokushima, he's still sticking pretty open in towards front bathrooms. These early fights for him could be quite rough. If he used to fall, there could be a little bit of trouble. Lose space towards A, but Xiaofi's there to support.
Not a bad look. Oh my goodness, a great look in fact, as they have absolutely ruined them on the rush. Just AVG remaining. First one to frag, but the last one left. And down he will go. Xiaofi with a heck of a round there. Big 4K coming in from the young gun. And he was, of course, towards the top end for forZe. It wasn't quite enough on that first map. Maybe that will be the difference here on Overpass.
Well, 1-0. Decent start. And I think as well for forZe off the back of what was a less than adequate nuke. An absolutely needed result coming through. Just to kickstart a little bit of confidence. It feels like right now this is not forZe that we know or expect. You know, a little bit of lackluster impact from the likes of gokushima towards the round. The map prior is someone who we definitely look towards on this forZe side to really step up in a big way. And unfortunately, wasn't the case on nuke. Needing more out of some of these players. Xiaofi and gokushima combined for the opener against the Glocks. We're not expecting anything too different, but it's good to see.
Crab baiting away there with the MP9, trying to mow them down, make some cash here, and he should be able to do so as well. There goes the round. So nobody going down for the forZe side of things. Movistar Riders unable to put anything together in the second round, as to be expected with where their cash was at. Looking forward to what the first round has in store, and if Movistar Riders can get their claws in early, you know, really put the fear into forZe.
Let's see. AK's out. Needs to happen as well. We need to see Movistar kickstart things nice and early. If you want to continue that format off from nuke. I'm going to take first contact as well. Molotov going to come out deep in towards connecting. Of course, already, this now puts actually forZe in a very good position. They got a lot of room in towards front A. This is a really, really strong position to set up on that CT side. It forces Movistar to pincer in towards B. AVG will find the first. Nice.
Easy opener there. Tanier not really able to do anything in from the site itself. That's probably just an immediate save, to be honest, right? They're very far away from the action here on the A side of things. If there was maybe someone at Heaven or close connector, right? These are positions where they could get into the action, but nobody is. So they just kind of have to take it in their strides, concede the round, and Movistar Riders very quickly, very, again, aggressively and successfully on the board.
Well, for Movistar, big thing, of course, being not only finding that early round, but making sure it's relatively inexpensive too. You find the way out here, though. It is Just who's near the action, and he actually will find gokushima. So, not a bad little fight there on the tail end. Make sure that forZe's money does take a knock at the very least. WG going to come supporting as well. So that's going to be Movistar going to find their first. forZe will save 2 over, one being the AK in the hands of Xiaofi. But overall, very good round for Movistar to once again kickstart things well. Barely any frags being found overall towards Movistar. Only 4 in total across 2 different players, but it's enough for them to find that first round, and enough for them now to have a little bit of momentum. gokushima going to go towards the AWP, dropped over from Crab. There is a very substantial buy coming forward for forZe, but quite a risky one at the same time. Lose this, they lose the lead, and Movistar can start to pull away with it.
Gokushima out on the AWP. Did not see an awful lot from him on this weapon, both in terms of how often it was brought up, but namely how effective he was with it. Pretty slow start into this round. Movistar Riders changing things up, wanting to secure rounds. I think very, very important for them. Gokushima missed shot, but keeps his life.
Chappy. Swing. Find. Down goes Blade. I get traded though. Yeah, Adam's around the corner. Takes a chunk of damage. Brings the numbers back a level.
Crad. Holding out in the bathrooms here. Oh, I thought he had the angle there, but not going to be the case. Just with his gun out, Tania and he going to meet in the smoke. Who figures it out first? It's Tania. He knows there's not a wall there. He should be able to make it through. Relatively big frag. Result, awkward spot for him. Oh my goodness, should have had that kill. Would have been the round potentially. Look how low the rest of the T side are. There's still a little bit of a gap maybe for Tania to do some damage, but he's run past Adam S, unfortunately, and a backstab in just a moment here should be enough. Gokushima. The USP is not a bad shout, to be honest. If he can get through Mopos, then we are on. But I don't really fancy his chances here, and with no one peeking into him, I don't know that he necessarily does either. But he's committed now. Oh, that was close, wasn't it? All the same, it will be a second round in a row for the T side, forcing an eco out from forZe, and we have serious problems early on.
Ain't bad. It ain't bad. I think as well for Movistar, it's good to see that in these kind of scrappy and chaotic rounds, they can actually take the fight to forZe and make them feel pretty uncomfortable. Like we said, win that. Not only do forZe lose the lead, but they lose all their money. It does give Movistar the chance to pull away. They realistically should. It is just 5 USPSs on the other side. Probably some level of a gamble stack to come through. Mentally speaking, not a bad little position at all. That was all tied to a piece as well. In this kind of early portion of the map, on their own map pick, if Movistar can put up a pretty substantial T side, they could be in for, well, a very good map and potentially series.
All right, if he'd taken a moment, might have been able to line up the shot there, but just sort of immediately shot as he rounded the corner. Salt, good angle here. Yeah, nice find for him. Any more, I suppose, is the next question. Shalfie on the Deeg, making himself known. There will be some pickups finally for Movistar Riders, but we're not the healthiest looking T side in the world, and just is a little isolated, about to be surrounded here. So he has to be careful with which way he guesses. Crad. Oh, Crad! Goodness me. He made a meal out of that. Just about gets it, but nearly denied by the players at long. That was very messy.
Already as well. Remaining 2 of forZe. This is on the cards. Oh, Gokushima feels like maybe pulls the plug a little early there. Now that we're both are, Adam nearly falls to the USPS. They know Gokushima's in behind. We'll pick up an AK-47. Adam going to stick around for the fight as well. Does Gokushima just save the AK-47? It looks like the answer is going to be yes, sir. Posturing away from a fight. So in the end, that'll be it. But I don't think he knows how on this round actually was. Even though he's low, so is Blade and Adam. 1 bullet each, and they would have been dead.
Yeah, it is unfortunate. But that's the way it goes, man. You know, it really can be difficult to secure. He's got no armor, I guess. You know, the idea of saving the AK into this next round is an autopilot move almost, right? He probably didn't even give it a second thought. Oh, it goes down at the end, though, man. Like, you know, it's sort of a classic. If you save and save, make sure you stay alive, my guy. Big damage, an AK stolen. You know, it really would have put them in a nice position, but now less so.
Yeah, not quite. The the very least, not quite as safe as he thought he was. So, Movistar into a lead. forZe back into a bye. 3-2. Movistar with that slightly. Gokushima going to post up as well. Caught by a flash, smoke in his face too. Nothing really to worry about. Mobbos runs through the flames there. Takes a lot of damage, but just got some great space to be taken here. Pop shot misses, just going to fall away. Crowd up close, gets deleted.
Lovely find from Mopos. Movistar Riders looking very, very good with the rifles in hand. Looking very good at finding these early pickups. Is that set to continue, right? forZe may well be in the realm of taking a timeout here. You know, the CT side has really not gotten off the ground at all. Quite a few decisive rounds for Movistar Riders. Gokushima, lovely little find from him, though. That will be a response back, and maybe a decent amount of information coming in that, you know, the presence on A is lacking.
Well, Resso. Molotov will keep him at bay at least, well, temporarily. Gonna find Davy G, still touching towards water as well. Down he falls, Tinner will trade, there is space and across them towards the site. 2 versus 3 ensues. It's a risky flick. Gokushima still sticking around for the fight as well, waiting for the swing. Again goes for a flick shot. And his hand across will come through. Bomb gonna be stuck. Just is gonna be stuck there as well. Cannot afford to move anywhere as his teammate falls in a lot of trouble. Maybe he is the trouble. Down goes one. Gokushima at range will see him off.
All right, so after a bit of a drought, we do have forZe back round, their first gun round. Looking decent in that sense, and yeah, not a bad little round from them, I suppose. It's good to see Gokushima waking up a little bit as well. Don't really know where we go from here. You know, Movistar Riders, first time in a little while that they've been properly tested. I think they'll just about have money to spread. A couple of very rich players will indeed support the rest of the team. But difficult from here, I'm sure. Pretty big swing round, actually, in the energy of this first half.
Nolly. Go deep to stop that little A-cross coming through. Gokushima going to play on towards the boost. Good, going to fight here. Will do. Nice flick on towards Mopos. Here's the opener. Something forZe haven't done so far just yet. Looking to try and reclaim the lead in their favor. Now with the numbers, there's at least something to speak of.
Salt rounds the corner nicely. Big kill. 5 versus 3 should be a sure thing here for forZe, but Movistar Riders on that T side, I don't know. They're far enough back that they could just save here, actually.
Actually don't have to commit. Just maybe whether they can get space in a bomb plant. That would at least change the scenario slightly. Still feels like Movistar want to get this going. Maybe not anymore. Oh, the blade's fallen. Yeah, they might just keep on to what they've got.
Yeah, I think so, to be honest. So a little bit of a slow 30 seconds here to close out the round. Will be forZe taking that advantage quite cleanly. And yeah, bouncing back nicely here. So as I said, a big swing round. The save is one thing. They won't really, for my money, be able to do much with it in terms of the buy. Maybe the AKs, of course, themselves will have some impact, but probably be the rest of the team with some upgraded pistols, right? You don't expect Movistar to be winning this next one. All the same, forZe. Not much has changed, to be honest. I think Movistar Riders in some of the earlier rounds were playing quite fast, quite aggressive, and that has now been, you know, thwarted, been thought of. So there's not really anything for Movistar Riders to do from here. They have to come up with something that new. It does seem to be lacking.
Yeah, it feels like a bit of a weird situation overall. Yeah, right now for Movistar, it's okay in terms of their start, but they need to be careful. They put forZe What a hefty lead. Might be one of those things where it's just too late to get back in towards the game. But also the caveat has to be taken as well that this is the CT side of Overpass, which is currently the most CT side of map in the pool. So it's expected the forZe have a lead. It's just to what extent?
Funky little nade there from Tanier. He's going to go in for a wide swing with no flashes at all, just waiting for some support to come around, but this pillar is proving to be difficult to deal with. More for Tanier. Only 2 remaining now for the Movistar Riders side of things. They're going to have to explode into action. It's daviG. Against 3. And he can't get it done. He will lose his head. forZe hold against the B-Rush.
Looking a little troublesome now. Got to be said, Movistar not playing clean Counter-Strike. Nothing's really, finding the form that you'd hope out of this side. Everything's starting to slowly but surely slip away, and forZe are actually building up a very decent repertoire early on now. While the 3 rounds that Movistar found early in towards this game is a good start to be having, it comes down to it. It might not be enough. If 3-4 is all they get, still quite the margin they have to climb back in towards this game. Even if it is the CT side. Pistols, all the Movistar have got. Made the first to fall. daviG will trade.
Oh, gokushima with the leg. Goes back in for the peak, though, and he nets it this time. Just 2. One of them located. Oh, my goodness. Just hitting heads. Only results in 1 kill, but that was 2 very quick headshots landed there. And still alive, of course, so some serious damage is definitely on the cards. And look at this on your minimap, right? Adam could get in behind. Oh, gokushima, though. His sense of timing almost perfect. Just alone. No vaguely where he's at. Now they located him for sure. He's got a lot of work to do with no armor to do it with as well.
That's it. There's no chance in this one. You'll be seen if gokushima takes the fight. It's a risky one. I respect the confidence. 6th for forZe. They're looking okay. Now we can start to once again have these storylines that we're talking about what forZe can do. This game's still got some legs behind it. Inferno is a decider that is potentially on the cards as well. Have to be very careful. Movistar going to call for a timeout, understandably so. And of course, they get the added bonus in a way of, normally you call a timeout so you can bring the coach into the conversation. The coach is always in the conversation. So they don't have to call them, and it gives them more time for the likes of Blade to have a bit of a conversation. What can he see? What can he try and, rally up from the troops right now? 3 rounds, like I said, simply is not good enough. But thankfully, with loss bonus, we do at least have some level of a buy.
Crad taking an aggressive stance here out towards the fountain. Deep smoke as well, going to allow him to get into an isolated position, and they were not expecting him. Cover from long is here in a really solid fashion. gokushima, okay. Landed a frag, but seems to be confused as to which team he's actually on. He's just kind of looking to take anyone that comes his way. Mopos and Just alone then. forZe have turned things around on the CT side quite substantially. On for a flawless round here. Mr. Mopos does not know what to do with himself.
Yeah, what can I do? Tap in, try and find one at range, but close Crads there. Flawless round for forZe as well. This is a real dominant display right now. No competition. Their own map pick. forZe are looking all over the place. And now we once again have to start getting pretty damn worried. This conference, if this is to go towards a map number 3, this could very simply continue over. It starts to look pretty damn awkward. But it's not the end of the world just yet. You can see Movistar, he's found a couple of rounds, put up something. We'll take it, but realistically on this low buy here, we're not expecting all too much at the moment, so it kind of feels like 4 is the best they get.
Mobiles have been pretty lucrative in this map so far, though, so you never know. Movistar might be able to get it done. Bit of a game plan out towards mid. Wow, with just the contact. Sort of wild, very cheeky to get away with. Oh, Crad spotted a leg. He must have noticed by now, right? But he's dropping back. He doesn't know how many he's missed. And certainly does not want to go down early here. So playing nice and safe. Smoke will go in, but yeah, he was totally off, right, with how deep they were. Big entry. A bomb site itself is actually pretty vulnerable. The bomb plant should come in quite easily. Resalt going to take a dig to the noggin out towards the connector. There's sort of a lurking presence at long as well. Should be able to find that kill. So well executed here from Movistar Riders. It has come off beautifully. Their game plan, their split is so nice to watch. And it all comes down to the sort of lack of awareness that Brad had there from the bathroom position. Tanir can't find anything. Yeah, don't speak too soon, Neokai. Every now and then, one of those rounds does indeed get pulled out of the hat.
Yeah, and this actually gives the opportunity now for Movistar to find a fifth, which, again, does change that conversation quite significantly. If they can make it a 7-5 half on a T side, is not that bad. 8-4, not the end of the world, but still is a little bit of a mountain to climb. Would absolutely require a pistol round. At least for the time being. We'll take what we can get. Run around. Peek. Shelfie lines up 2. Clack coming through. Justin Adam hit the deck. And he makes another as well. Never mind. Talking of a 5th round. No chance anymore. Blade of a swing will find 1, but these are just consolation kills. Shelfie has closed it himself.
Absolute madness. What a change up as well, you know, pulling that double up setup out. Blade trying around the corner. Not going to happen for him. Down he goes. 8-4 at the turn of the half. Absolutely solid stuff from forZe. Oh my goodness. It is very curious to see, but the second half has got everything jam-packed for a Movistar ride. Really very much looking forward to getting into this second half, of course. As I do believe we will be thrown across to a break this time. So stick with us. We'll be back in a few. Alrighty, welcome back in. These are, of course, the highlights from that first episode. Just kind of giving you a repackage. As it was kind of a wild one, to be honest with you. A lot of really big moments coming through. Just a little look at how things panned out. Oh my goodness, and we are straight into the action. Crad will absolutely ruin Blade to kick the round off.
That was a double ding, but what a piece there. Crad was the one to clean it up, and I get a second here. Nice and easy. Already, not looking good. They're in trouble. They're in a lot of trouble. Davy G going to be dinged by Crad, dropped by Resol. This round's done already. Or not. Mopos, a shot.
Not bad at all, but yeah, it does feel a little redundant. We'll see, though. They're coming in quite fast. Julies, yep, fine success. This could get interesting. Just is down below looking for another fight. Unfortunately, Mopos does not know where to turn his head. Just will hear the footsteps, trying to track down Resol, trying to isolate the 1v1s at the very least. Draws Shalfie out. Shalfie just trying to buy time. Got low ammo, but bought that time nicely by working his way around Optimus. Resol finds that trade instantly. So forZe getting themselves the second pistol, looking pretty good while doing so as well.
Yeah, ain't bad. It ain't bad. I think now as well, this is more a case in point of forZe closing out this map in a comfortable spot and then pushing us on towards this third. The way they're playing, there really isn't... there's not too much of a competition. Unfortunately, there just has not been that showing out of Movistar in kind of what we saw in map number 1 translated into map number 2. It's been a completely different scenario. So, unless Movistar have got something left in the locker on this force buy, it feels like they are in a lot of trouble.
Cheeky boost for the M4. A slow start into this round. Crad will start to take a bit of space there, moving up banana as well here. No one really around, it's more of a B stack. It is, of course, a bit deceptive on your minimap as we come back to it. This boost is here. So 2 on A, yes. And a nice spot. Rotation now coming up. I kind of like what we're seeing. I think that forZe will move towards A. So I think they're going to have a fight on their hands for sure. Yeah, there goes Shalfie, completely unaware. Nice, easy opener for Movistar Riders. This could get difficult to break in.
Already. Something to speak of here as well. Resol going to answer back, though. Blade will be dropped. Eagle. Damage the body. You see Resol's so low, and that's going to see him off. This is doable. And Skrad's going to make a meal of this. A double for him. The numbers back in favor of forZe, and now it's being closed out. Just is all that's left. In a 1v3. It's doable. 1, 2. Can't quite make it the third. Not a bad effort. Pretty damn expensive as well. It's forZe who are going to find that 10th round and ever closer to closing out the map and pushing us towards Inferno.
Madness. Absolute madness. It has been a difficult game to predict, I think, to say the least. The whole way through, it seems set to continue as the game pans out. Oh my goodness, another reinvestment here from Movistar Riders. The last one a little less controversial, but this one not as big of a fan. They really are putting all their chips into these half-buy rounds.
Does feel weirdly risky in a way, but at this point, they've not got a lot to lose if you're Movistar. Does make you question about forZe's nuke in a way as well. If this is what they're like with an opponent's map pick, where was this on nuke? 1 M4, 1 FAMAS, and a few MP9s. And forZe taking it slow because they're probably actually quite scared about a gamble.
It is a very good question, though, as to where this sort of performance was. I think they have been woken up, fire lit under them, let's say. 50 seconds left on the clock. Gokushima starting to make some moves over on this A side and actually getting quite deep. A lot of info going to be grabbed. And maybe a backstab. They really have not considered this possibility at all. So he just comes away with a free kill, keeping attention on A. Wow, nearly a second there as well. And that door is still open for him to find this kill. He's getting shot in the back, but it's all just a distraction play. It doesn't really matter all that much. Mopod's down below, trying to hold the fort all by himself, unable to do so in the end, as that will be the round secured. Adam S can't do anything.
Gotta be said, is Swan falling apart at the seams. There just hasn't been a conversation basically at all. The loss remaining of Adam S. He's going to keep hold of whatever he can. So that'll be that. So we're going to once again see ourselves now into forZe, getting ever closer to the all-elusive. Pushing us towards that decider. Deservedly so as well. Been putting up a bit of a clinic. War's over. Again, we have to just ask what's been going wrong for this side. I mean, honestly, unfortunately, Movistar, the answer is kind of everything. Nothing's been slotted into place the way that it should. We'll see. 11-4. Movistar, unfortunately, this round, just pistols. Or should find a 12th. Relatively plain sailing.
Shelfie in a good position here. They are indeed pushing down short. Very well read. In for 2, maybe even 3 if he plays his cards right. He's hungry for it. He's after it. He senses another one. He will go down. But the trade is there. They burst on towards B here. One more to deal with. Shouldn't be too difficult at all. Top of his head spotted. He's found a lovely shot there, has Blade, but nothing else coming from him. Adam S also falls swiftly. 12-4. Should be all she wrote for this one, right? 8 in a row going to be required for the Riders, and that's quite the task.
Yeah, like we said, absolutely. This one feels dead in the water. Nothing in terms of a conversation being had here. Another 12-4 scoreline. Yes, there's a bye for Movistar, but morale's at a bit of an all-time low. Unfortunately, just nothing coming to fruition. Nobody really stepping up. We can give, Blade the benefit of the doubt. The rest of this team, there just has not been enough coming out from them. Already through the flames. Gokushima getting a lot of early space here. They take some damage. Gokushima's going to be the one to fall.
Slow swing up here from forZe. Result inside the smoke. No way he's just going to walk through this. Alright, he calls off that idea, I think, especially after Tanir's found a kill on the bottom site. Oh! This guy's so smart. Alright, fair enough. Really well read to take Blade down there. And that just gives him a world of opportunity now. Result is in on A. Are they going to join him? Is he going to go in behind? Well, I think as he goes down, they might pull away and go towards B, but they should have a lot of options, and the defense is just so thin right now.
Oh, in they come. I'll play those pillar. Just tagged, not dropped, however. Staying alive, only temporarily. Just look who's isolated. Fight. It's the Crad Masterclass. Gonna find 2. Davi G is all that is left. Molotov endorsed default, but it's too late. It's broken there by the nade. We'll find 1. Hang on a second. It is doable. Crad, who cracked open the B side, now thrust into a 1-versus-1 with Davi G, but Davi G has no utility and no kit, so he's got to make a decision pretty early.
Oh, not going to be on the angle, but he actually manages to find the kill. Crad had all the chips lined up for him and just could not make it work. Defuse might be a little close, but Davi G should be able to get it over the line. We're going to need a few more of those, aren't we? 7 more in a row required, but may well be the first step.
Yeah, also got to be said, they've got plenty of rounds, in arrears, and they're in an okay position, but fundamentally speaking, Krad's played that so badly. He knows where the last guy is. The last guy's playing through heaven. So why has he opted to then play below heaven? Probably the first cleared angle when you're jumping out, playing towards monster, playing towards short. Any of those are literally guaranteed success, regardless of whether they had a kill or not. I think Kraj got a little bit too comfortable, a little too overconfident in that situation. That healthy lead, maybe a little bit too much to think of. So, thankfully for forZe, plenty of money in the back pockets, plenty of opportunities to close out the map and push us towards Inferno. But at the same time, should have really been done. Crash have seen it out there and then.
On the jump spot over on A will be Blade. He does have some support, but they're flitting in between B and A, unsure of which bomb site to bolster. A would be the correct call. It does seem, although slow, forZe are going to end up there.
It is mighty quiet. Right about now. Sharpie clearing close. Not spotting anything. The AWP at range. Did spot one. Missed opportunity. But that's information gained. And well, now there's no point going quiet anymore. They may as well go in. And then they come. U2 coming over towards A. It's going to be popping. There's a lot of CT bodies waiting for this fight, however.
God, that's such a mess to get out. I'm so surprised Sharpie even finds one, to be honest. How is this working, man? Oh, my lord. No pause at the back end of the site. Short-lived as well. Just. And he is dealt with swiftly. Goodness gracious, what a way for forZe to end it. That is absolutely ridiculous that they get away with that, to be honest. Just unbelievable stuff, but they will indeed be the ones to take it. I'm just so baffled. This series has been so unpredictable, man.
It's been scrapped.